Happy Canada Day, folks. Welcome back to Maxwell Starr's Beer Review. Today we got an extra special treat for you for an extra special day. Got to take a look at this year's edition of Innis and Gunn's Canada Day 2012. Ooh. Now, I had a chance to have the Canada Day 2011 last year. Still have the bottle, still have the box. The last year's version was aged 54 days, but this year they've only aged it 49 days. Not that you could say anything bad about it, maybe they were just going for a little bit different flavor, but I have noticed that Innis & Gunn's products kind of vary greatly for how long they've been aged. Like their Highland cask was only aged 69 days, the Irish whiskey cask 60 days, Canada Day's beer last year was 54 days, and this one comes in at only 49. And just for reference, the original Innis & Gunn, the bourbon-aged barrel version is usually aged for 77 days, so really they change it up a lot. Maybe they are just finding that aging it too long ruins the flavor too much. They get too much barrel aged, but how can that really happen? Whatever. I digress. Let's get to reading the box. We are delighted to present this special Innis & Gunn oak-aged beer bottled to celebrate Canada Day 2012. The artwork for this limited edition has been created by Canadian artist Gary Whitley, who won this year's competition to design the packaging. Being a proud Canadian, Gary was inspired to use the national emblem, the leaf of the sugar maple, with its distinctive shape and vibrant color, to add a sense of both drama and fun to his iconic piece. We feel that it perfectly reflects the pride and spirit of Canadians. Now, a word or two about the beer. Alongside ale malt, we added aromatic barley malt, which imparts the beer's rich toffee color and satisfying maltiness. We use Goldings hops from 3 farms in East Kent to impart a delicate balance in bitterness and a fruity twist. We then oak matured the beer to unlock the delicious flavors of vanilla and toffee and locked inside the oak grain, only bottling when we deemed it to have matured to perfection. We think the result is absolutely delicious, and we hope to enjoy this beer as much as we do. Cool. So, this beer comes in at 7.7% ABV, and I'll put the box here. Get a look at it. Ta-da! I almost think that's redder than last year. I'm going to have to check out my last year's video. It's probably got more stuff on the back. They load this thing down with literature. It's almost like, hey, marketing. Ooh. We are delighted to present this limited edition. It's basically the same thing they wrote in the box. Okay, so it says 2.7 units in the British the British system, but we don't follow that here in Canada. Bottled in celebration of Canada Day 2012. All right, cool. So without further ado, why don't we take a look and see what this tastes like? So, get my BB Barfly here. Cheers to the guys over at bbbarfly.com on Canada Day here. Another Canadian-made product, but an excellent, excellent bottle opener. Pop the cap off. Let's get your standard Innis & Gunn fare. And pour it in my glass. Now we already know what the beer looks like, and it's 7.7% ABV. I'm not expecting a ton of head, although I'm getting a finger of it. That's really nice looking. Look how amber red that is. Wow, that's a pretty looking beer. That is really nice. And actually, to my surprise, like usually Innis & Gunn, I found that their head's been kind of bright white, with the exception of the Irish cask, which is stout. This is actually coming off as like almost like a toffee brown. There's a little hints of amber and yellow and orange in the base of this one. That's a really pretty looking beer, but as patriotic as it might be, looks very Canadian in how red it is. Thank you, Innis & Gunn, for paying our country such a tribute. This looks really nice. Let's give it a sniff. Get a bit of a red fruity malt mixed in with some nice, like a vanilla note. It's not as strong smelling as some of the other Innis & Gunn products. Like I got a lot more aroma off of last year's version, and a lot more aroma off of the regular original cask. but it's still nice. Got a lot of like a red fruit note. Um, Hints of toffee, bits of caramel, a little bit of vanilla, not a whole lot, and perhaps a little bit of an oaky woodiness. Now, I'm used to getting a little bit more out of the aroma off of these Innis and Gunn products, so that's kind of a setback. Not that it isn't bad, this is actually really nice. And because it's been packed in a box like this, there's no real skunky smell, as some of the other Innis and Gunn products, which are also in clear bottles, can get. Now, the moment we've all been waiting for. Happy Canada Day, everyone. Let's take a sip. Oh yeah. Now that's what I'm talking about. There's a flavor that doesn't let you down. Oh wow. Oh nice. Now, doesn't have much aroma, but it really socks it to you with the flavors. It's got a really nice, like caramel, toffee, earthy bitterness to back it up. It's got a really earthy, like almost subtly peppery kind of taste to it, to the tang of the hops. Bits of red fruit, lots of vanilla in there, almost nice, kind of rummy. At 7.7% ABV, there's no trace of alcohol in this. There's almost no, not even a little bit of like a warming. Maybe there is a little bit of warming, but it's really not much. And it's mainly, all of that is masked with this little bit of like a pretty decently strong, a bit of an earthy, lingering bitterness in the back. Almost bordering on a little bit of like a coiny, like a copper coin kind of taste. Not quite to that point. Caramel, and almost, I'm getting almost like a bit of a chocolate to it. And that butteriness that goes with the vanilla. Along with like a hint of woodiness, like a hint of that oak barrel that they matured in it. I think with this one, all they used for the oak barrels was the bourbon barrels. I'm not sure, but traditionally, Canada Day 2012, in 2011, sorry, the Canada Day versions, in Canada Day 2011 was the same way. They haven't been using the traditional ingredient, which is using Canadian whiskey barrels. They've been using the bourbon barrels. Like 2010 and before that were all, Canadian whiskey. But you know what? I don't mind. It's got a really patriotic looking red beer. Oh, excuse me. With a nice bouquet of flavors. That's a nice beer. It leaves a little bit of like a lingering sweetness. And it's not a very thick beer. It's kind of like your medium-bodied beer. And it does dry your mouth out, and you do want to take another sip afterwards. This is really good. It's not dry to the point where like the sweetness disappears. It leaves a nice satisfying taste. And that was one of my major complaints about last year's Canada Day 2011, is that it was too sweet. This is perfect. Alright, I'll be right back. And I'm back with Canada Day 2012 from Innis and Gunn. So, what did I think about this particular beer? Absolutely delicious. I gotta say, time and time again, Innis and Gunn creates an amazing beer, and one that I can't cease to enjoy. Their Irish whiskey cask was great. Their Highland cask was good. The original beer, absolutely delicious. This is no different, and it takes a nice twist. It's not like it's incredibly different from the original beer, but it's got some nice meatier flavors, got some nice deeper flavors than the original does, as well as has almost like a bit more of a hop bite to it, given those like a little bit of earthiness that it's got from the use of East Kent Goldings. Otherwise, it's really delicious, and it masks the alcohol absolutely well. Gotta say, Innis and Gunn, you treat us Canadians really well, and it's not hard to understand why, considering Canada as a country is their biggest customer. We buy, I think Innis and Gunn's original is the highest selling British beer in the country, and honestly, it's because it's absolutely delicious. I mean, Innis and Gunn's only been around since 2003, and they keep making magic like this using whiskey barrels or bourbon barrels. It's just, you can write them off as a one-trick pony, but they time and time again come out with a beer that really accentuates that. And I gotta say, I really enjoyed this. This gets an easy 4.5 out of 5 for me. I absolutely enjoyed this, and this is a lot better than last year's in my personal opinion. Anything that I said bad about last year's beer, which wasn't bad, I still gave that one a 4, is rectified in this because it's not too sweet. It's balanced excellently for an Innis and Gunn, and that's incredible. It's one that I enjoy as much and would pay $5 again, and I might even get another couple bottles of this before they're gone. It's one that I would buy again, just like the original cask. It's a really good beer, and I suggest everybody out there who has a chance to get their mitts on something like this, definitely do it, because Innis and Gunn's Canada Day 2012 is absolutely delicious. Anyway, happy Canada Day, guys. Thanks for watching Maxwell Starr's beer review of Canada Day 2012 from Innis and Gunn. Talk to you guys later. Cheers.